So I'm here today with Kristina Rains. Kristina is the owner of JT Designs, and she's an amazing designer. She just finished the staging for us. Yes. It looks absolutely gorgeous, Kristina.
Fun project today.
I love it. You want to tell us a little bit about the importance of staging for real estate?
Really, staging is a marketing tool. You are trying to stand out in a sea of competition of other houses on the market. So staging is your #1 tool to make your house stand out. Mm-hmm. It's not really decorating like people think. It's making your house look better than everyone else. Mm-hmm. Yes, through furniture and decor and art, but mostly with strategic buyer appeal. So in this house, we used a specific color to make it pop, so the MLS photos are gonna look really good. Mm-hmm. We kind of put art in strategic places where the buyer is gonna notice, or they can picture where a television goes. There's no clutter when you stage. There is no personal effects when you're staging. So potential buyers can really walk in and picture themselves living here because all of those personal effects are out of the house.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit it's about the emotions, right? Because we talked about this.
Absolutely.
It's about how they feel when they walk in.
So when you walk into a vacant house, there's no emotion. A lot of times buyers are even looking for things wrong with the house because they're a little bit more obvious when it's empty. There's no kind of feeling, there's no emotion. When you walk in and you see a house that's staged, it's like, oh, wow, this looks really good. Yeah. I can see myself living here. That's why builders do a model home.
So what are some of the current trends for 2023?
So gray's out.
Gray's out.
Yeah,
right.
It's been
out.
White in? White is in still, but actually colors are coming back.
I love that.
We've kind of been seeing the grays and the whites, and people are wanting color again. Blues, greens, some of the jewel tones. Warm woods are coming back.
I love the warm woods.
You know, a white kitchen is still timeless. It's
True.
timeless, but people are really wanting to bring that warmth back into their house where we haven't seen that in the past few years.
So what's the most common style for staging? Is it modern, more contemporary? Is it a mix?
So it is a mix. We call it kind of transitional. We bring contemporary elements of what's trending into the house, but we don't go too crazy where someone might look at it and be like, wait, what is that? We don't want them to remember that about the staging. Sure. So we try to appeal to the masses. It's kind of that on-trend Pinterest look, or, you know, TikTok and house. So
love it.
Yeah.
All right. So what about artwork? Tell me a little bit about how to place artwork, because I'm always curious. You know, I know some sellers ask, wait, I'm going to put this painting over here and then it's too high, or then it's too low, it's too small.
Art is tricky, and if you don't know what you're doing or have a designer that you can ask, it can be hard to determine the scale, where to place it, how high to place it. The biggest mistake I see is small art. People put small art on a very large wall, and you want art to take up about 3/4 of the space. Okay. So if it's behind a sofa, you want your art to take up 3/4 of that sofa. If it's on a fireplace, you want it to take up 3/4 of that fireplace.
I love that. Do you have a lot of instances when the buyer wants to purchase all the staging?
Yes, there has been a few where it's like, you know what, how much does this cost just to leave it here? I'll write you a check and we don't have to move.
So much easier.
Our old stuff. So yes, there's been quite a few instances that has happened through the years. So yeah.
Well, to finalize, what are some of the statistics about, you know, staged homes selling versus non-staged?
So there's a couple of agencies that kind of track this stuff. NAR for realtors, and then RISA for stagers. Both of them track, and it's about 80% of agents say that the impression that staging has on the buyer is substantial. So get anywhere from 1% to 5% back. kind of
So totally worth it.
Yeah,
right?
depending on the area you are in the United States.
That's what I've seen too on the market. You know, all the homes that I stage or even just a room refresh, they just sell faster. They sell for more.
Correct.
You know, sometimes homes are sitting on the market for a long time. And then if you just spend a little money on staging, you don't have to do those big price reductions.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and usually a price reduction is anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, and staging is, you know, typically less than those numbers. So it's worth it to make the house look better than to just drop the price.
100% agree, Kristina. Thank you so much. I loved working with you and chatting with you today.
Thank you.
And you guys, if you need a stager or an interior designer, make sure to contact Kristina. Bye.